All right, just of note, I sent Foxwell an email with some questions. I still haven't gotten an answer, so what I'll do is I'll update my description if and when I do get an answer. And if I don't get an answer in a period of time, I'll just state that too. But the three questions that I asked are one, if I needed to get spare parts such as the fittings and adapters that come with this unit, is it possible to buy if needed from you? Two, how would I go about getting these ordered from you if available? And do you have a direct customer service phone contact number for the USA customer? So again, just trying to, if for some reason you needed that special hose there that goes into the back of the unit, or one of these other adapters got damaged, lost, or whatnot, or even a power cable. So like I said, when I find something out, I will update my description. So today, guys, I want to take a look at this item I bought off of Amazon recently. It is from Foxwell. It's their ST203 diagnostic leak detector. And it is an automotive diagnostic leak detector designed to test leaks in vehicles' pipe systems. It can be used on all cars, motorcycles, snowmobiles, ATVs, light trucks, etc. Now, one of the items you're going to get, obviously, is going to be this manual, the user manual. It's got lots of good information in here on the use and care of the product. You will get this very long, 6-foot long hose. One end has this adapter that will go into all of your accessories. This connects to the back side of the unit, and that will this will deliver your smoke then to all the different accessories that come with this. Now this screws into the top of the unit here, and that allows you to hang this from your vehicle. And this is stainless steel. This is extremely rigid. That's not going to go anywhere. Now, in case you're wondering what that thread is on the end of that hook, it's an M6 by 1.0 pitch. And that's metric. And the reason I'm stating that is, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get an eye bolt, stainless steel eye bolt with that thread, and then make a thing to hang it, but it'll be like a cord instead of this rigid piece here. I've got another idea. So, but anyway, so I just thought I'd mention that in case somebody wanted to do something like that. This is what you would need. Whatever you're going to get would need to have an M6 by 1.0 pitch. Next, you'll get this really cool item here. It's got this bulb blower here, and what it does is you would close this valve, and you would then activate this, and you could use this in openings to plug it off. And then you would hook up this other end to that hose I previously showed, the one that would connect to the back of the unit. Then this will deliver your smoke out of there into whatever part of the vehicle that you've plugged off. So this is very cool. And then all you've got to do is just, when you're done, just like that. Very nice. Then you've got this sleeve, which again would go over something, and this would fit in here just like this, supplying the smoke from the machine to whatever you would put this on. Here's this semi-rigid rubber type cone, so that would go into an opening. Here's where the smoke would come out of, and then here is the holes, of course, that you would hook up into here so that the smoke could go into whatever area you're putting it into. Now, simple as a funnel can be, I thought this was very thoughtful. I do actually have a bunch of different size funnels that I get. I buy them off of a place out of Lima, Ohio. So I forget the name of it. US Plastics. You can order stuff. They have all kinds, and I like all kinds of funnels because you never know what you're going to be dealing with. But with this Foxwell unit, you actually get one. You don't need to worry about it, because up here is where you need to put the product in that's going to produce the smoke. So again, I thought it was very thoughtful. I've bought things in the past where I wish they would have. Luckily I had funnels, but here you go. They have it right here. Now, as you can see here, I put these to keep them together. They don't come like this. They come in a different kind of bag, but they have real small plugs. You can see here, very small. I mean, extremely small plugs, like that one there. And they go a little bit bigger. I put the smaller ones in a smaller bag, and then you'll see these big ones that you would use for plugging different ports. And you get a ton of them. One thing I did is I wanted to see if you needed to replace these. Now, I just looked up stock cap, STOCKCAP. They do have a website, and they do have multitude types of different kind. And like in this particular case, it's a T-410. They literally have that there. So, and I'll show you later on the website, but it's nice to know. Stock cap is where they're getting these plugs from. Now here's the home page for stock cap. As you can see, they have a whole lot of products and the multitude of different types of plugs that they do have. So, as in my example, I just plugged in, searched for a T-410, and this gives you the information that you need. I don't know if you got to get a box of 300, but that might be something that they would sell smaller quantities. And last but certainly not least are going to be these alligator clamps and the connector that goes into the unit that powers it up. And the cord, the total length of these is approximately 5 feet 3 inches if you go end to end. Alright guys, before I go on, neatness counts, and to keep all the accessories intact and from getting lost, what I do is I put it in this Rubbermaid container. I love this design. They have several different sizes, and I use them for all kinds of stuff. Some of my astronomy stuff and my tools and stuff like this. This particular one is a 3.8 liter 16 cup. It is their number 2206861. UPC is 0716914288848. And as you can see, everything's in there. Now it's easily stored away, and I know where everything's at. Let's take a look at this unit now. It's approximately 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 by 8 inches. It's got metal cabinet. It's really nice. It's a nice unit. It's got a little bit of weight to it. There's no feet on it. Doesn't really require any. And we'll go over the different ports that are on it. This is the cap that you would take off so that you could fill this with baby oil, and then on the side, the liquid level, they have the maximum, so it's got a sight glass here, so you would fill this up just to the maximum with baby oil. We'll do that later. This is your pressure gauge. This is your leakage indicator. This would be your smoke volume adjustment knob. This would be your power indicator light. This would be your air smoke mode indicator light. This is your air smoke mode switch key. And this is the run stop key switch. On the back of the unit, to the right side, this is going to be your DC 12 volt input connection. And it comes equipped with a little cover. This is where the smoke outlet port is. That's where that will connect it. That's where that hose would connect to, right here. Alright, so let's connect that. And this brass piece, it's knurled, and it rotates around that hose. So you quite simply put that on there. And there is an O-ring in there. And just snug that up. Just like that. And your 12 volt port connects just like that. And it's nice and snug. It fits in there really tight, which is good. That's something I want to see. So now let's get to what we put in this. It says, advise use the special smoke oil. Well, not really sure what that is, but as you can see it says, also this unit can use baby oil as smoke oil, available in supermarket or pharmacy. And it further says, if you overfill it, turn the unit upside down to drain some oil out. So, having never bought baby oil, I went a-searching, and of course they got Johnson & Johnson, and they got Equate, which is the Walmart brand. And I didn't know this is 20 fluid ounces, and Johnson & Johnson was 20, and this is a little over $3 cheaper. But the important thing is, when I looked at, because some of them have alloy and stuff, and I just got the stuff that was just equivalent to the Johnson & Johnson, didn't have any additives, but they both had this information here. So I figured, why not save some money and just get the Equate brand. So we take the cap off, and the cap does have an O-ring seal on it. Now here, boys and girls, is where that funnel comes in nice and handy, especially if you don't have any available. Alright, let me have a paper towel there. I don't know how messy this is going to be, but we'll try doing this on camera. Oh, it's got a nice little cool, there. So instead of just being a big opening, it's got this smaller end there. So let's see, I'm going to try to look down here and fill it up at the same time. There it is. Alright. Just a hair over, just a hair. So as you can see, it hardly took anything out of this bottle. Didn't take hardly anything. And I'm just a hair above. I'm just a hair above that line. Not going to worry about it too much. Here you can see the level of that baby oil in the sight glass. Makes it very easy to make sure you get the proper amount in. Alright, let's put that cap back on. Yeah, let's see. Gotta get it straight, I guess. There it is. Just not coordinated today. Alright. It's very cold out today, so instead of going out to the garage, I'm going to use this 12-volt power source that I've got here. Take this off. Positive to the right, negative to the left. And we will go like this. There we are. So I've not used this. This is the first time I'm using it. So let's turn on the power switch. Okay, there's your power indicator. Now you've got the smoke and air indicator. And so let's see here. I'm going to hit this. That's your smoke. And that's your air. So let me turn it on. And so what this is doing is letting you know this is just air. And if you've got a leak, it won't build up. So right now I'm covering the hole so there's no leak. So let me go all the way out. And if it drops, you can see there's a leak. So this is good. So now let's go to smoke. And I think it's, there it is. You can see it already. Look at that. That's pretty amazing. Just all that from baby oil. So there again, you've got this thing going through whatever part of your car. It'll fill the compartments up. Got to give it time. And if you see the air leaking like that, you know the leak is in a gasket, whatever it might be. And then, let's get out. Let's look at this adapter now. So what you would do, this is the one with the bladder. So you can see it's coming out of there now. So what you'd do is you'd have the bladder inflated. And this will fill your compartment up. If there's no leaks, good. Now let me put my hand over that. Let's look at that gauge. See there? So that's telling you that there's no leak. Because what will happen is once this fills the compartment, or if it doesn't, you'll see that there's a leak because it can't fill because there's leaks somewhere, almost like a coolant pressure tester. So yeah, this is pretty good. And I guess you could use it for Halloween. And so what we'll do then is we'll go to air. And you'll see that the air, there's no longer any smoke being formed. Red is the smoke. Air, and off. Pretty damn cool. I like it. Well guys, what can I say? For the ultimate in convenience and protection of your FOXWELL smoke We have this DeWalt Tough System 2.0 toolbox. Here you see the accessories, the FOXWELL smoker unit. Fits in there beautiful just like that. Then this will fit in here. For the ultimate in protection. Because that's how I roll. And here's the toolbox in question. DWST08035. Now here's that unit I bought off Amazon. $249.99. But I lucked out. When I bought this, it was $249.99. Shipping and handling's free. They had a $50 coupon. So I paid $199.99. And then of course we can't forget our favorite uncle, Uncle Sam. So I was pretty happy about this. So guys, Little Moose wants everyone to know that this video is approved for all audiences from 0 to 100. What do you think, Little Moose? Oh, and by the way, she really likes this smoke detection unit. And she'd tell you herself, but she's a little shy today.